there is one fundamental question: who am I? And the answer is, I am this body, or maybe I am this mind, or maybe I am the doctor, I am a politician, my social position. These are all common questions, common answers. But if you try to understand it philosophically, then there is a Vedic method. It's called Dṛśya Viveka. It's a Vedic method of understanding things. Okay, here in this system, Drig means the observer, and Dṛśya means the observed, and Viveka means discrimination. So discrimination between the observer and the observed. And the core principle is that the observer is always different from the observed. Okay, let's try to understand who we are, who am I with this method. Okay, now in this method, there is an observer and there is an observed. And what can be observed can never be the observer. Okay, this is one thing. Okay, so now we have these eyes and we see the whole world, and we see the trees, we see the watch, we see our own body. We see so many things, color, sky, all these things can be seen. So all these things that we see, they become the observed, and the eyes, you can say that they are the observer. Okay, good. The eyes have become the observer. Let's go ahead. Now if you go a little deeper, then you see that sometimes our eyes are very clear, crystal clear, we can see everything. But sometimes in some conditions the eyes become blurred. Maybe the vision becomes a little distorted. And that's not it. In this case, our mind is able to observe the condition of the eyes. The mind analyzes, oh, the eyes are blurred now. The eyes are very clear now. That means now the eyes have become the observed and the mind has become the observer. Isn't it? Okay, now what? Now if you go a little deep, we can also observe our thoughts. Isn't it? Sometimes we feel happy and we can observe our mind, thoughts. We can feel, sometimes we feel anxiety, sometimes we feel sadness, and then the mind and the thoughts are being observed. That means the mind has become the observed and the consciousness. There is something else deep inside which is the observer. So these are final. So ultimately it's not the things, it's not the body, it's not the eyes, it's not the mind who is the observer. There is deep inside, there is consciousness which is the real observer, who is the seer and who cannot be seen. Why it cannot be seen? Because it is through this seer we are able to see the things that cannot be seen, and that's what our Vedic tradition calls. Krishna says that that's the Atma, that is our true self. Our true self is what we are seeing through. It's not the eyes, it's not the mind, it's not something else. It is somebody inside the soul which is seeing through the medium of the eyes, the body, and the whole world is being seen, and the Atma itself cannot be seen. So actually, philosophically, even logically, we can see this. I see my hand. The hand cannot be the observer. The hand cannot be the entity who is observing. There has to be something else. So likewise, we go deep inside, we see that Krishna tells that there is a soul which is observer, which is our true identity, which is our true self. my dear friends. And that's why in Bhagavad Gītā 13.12 Krishna says that this body is the field and the Atma is the knower of the field. The Atma is the knower of everything. So my dear friends, the biggest Maya in this world is the thought that I am the body, I am the mind. This is the biggest illusion. So let's come out of this illusion using the Vedic tradition, identify our true self as the soul, and live a life of happiness, bliss, knowledge and eternality. That is called Sat Chit Ananda. Krishna is offering this life to us. Okay? Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.